What's up everybody, Arrg the Pirate here, and today we're going to be playing mid lane Morigesh. Now pick up a adamant edge that's all power, and another adamant edge. Now I have 3 health with 4 power in this. I've got a Brawler's Ward that's all power with 10 total points. Elder Mage Amulet, now I have 9 points total in this. I've got a Shadow Scroll that is all ability pin, and a Staff of the Adamant that is 10 points total with all power. Now if you were not fortunate enough to pick up a Shadow Scroll this early on in the game, go ahead and find another power card. Either a Staff of the Adamant, another Adamant Edge, just something that has power with something else and just fill it up with power. You really don't need ability pin to be successful. And you'll see that in this game. I actually never even make it to the Shadow Scroll, which that should be the last card you pick up. I never make it to max build in this game, and I still do very well. One of my subscribers said, "Hey Pirate, I have all these cards and I've got a few extras. Can I use them?" And yes, that's a great idea. And so let me go over a few extra cards that are really good for Morigesh. The first being Tainted Magic. Now Tainted Magic applies a spell burn. Dealing ability damage to the enemy hero applies a damage over a time effect that is equal to 8% of the target's current health over 4 seconds. So this works great with her little beanbag of doom because you get that dot on them as well as they're taking an additional 8% of their health, you know, every time it hits, kind of. It almost doubles the damage of Hive, and this is a great card for her to have. So if you have it, definitely use it over one of the full power cards. Necro Veil is also another great card for Morigesh, and it has ability pins, so you don't have to go super heavy with your Shadow Scroll like I did in this build. If you have this card, when you get a kill, you enter the Shadow Plane for 3 seconds. This really allows you as Morigesh to stay in a fight, do a ton of damage, and really be super slippery because no one knows where you are. I would highly recommend Necro Veil for the newer heroes to Morigesh because it doesn't offer just a great amount in power and things like that, but having that invisibility is just great when you're first trying to learn her. Lastly, Thick Blood is a great card because every time you hit someone with an ability, they take 40% reduced healing for 4 seconds. This is great against Phase or some of the other healing heroes, and as well as it kind of almost negates a healing potion, and you're really able to, you know, get your dot on them, hit them with a mark, and ult them, and they're not able to heal up, or, you know, with that significant reduction in healing. And since a health potion, you only get 2, I see a lot of players wait till that dot gets off of them to use it, and at that point, you might be able to kill them. Alright, now let's get into the gameplay. Now, Morigesh is a really fun hero, and she might be the easiest mid laner to pick up, although she doesn't offer a whole lot in lane push, and she's not really a zoning hero. She is an incredible burst caster that is capable of just a massive amount of damage in a very short amount of time. I prefer playing her over someone like Gideon if you're not in comms with your team. If I'm going to be stuck in the mid lane, I like not having to worry about, you know, hey, am I in a good position to use my ultimate or not? Which, that is a good thing and a bad thing in both kind of ways, but if you see here, I'm really able to just completely bully this Iggy at level 3 or 4, just 4 minutes into the game. She's just really capable of, you know, pushing the mid lane around and being really tough to deal with. But you need to play aggressive with Morigesh. If you're the type of player that likes to sit back and farm and things like that, Morigesh might not be the hero for you, because she really strives at getting kills. She's more of an assassin than, a burst caster, mid laner type hero. And if you see here, I'm able to play aggressive again and force this Iggy out of lane for a second time within 5 minutes of this match starting. Now I just thought I'd throw this in there. I didn't actually end up leaving. I end up circling around. I go ahead, hit him with my hive, use my ultimate, and secure this kill at 5 minutes. Able to pick up both of the river buffs, and I'm back to full mana, able to push my lane again and really get some damage on this tower. So Morigesh, although she doesn't have the best wave clear, she can be successful by forcing heroes out of lane just because she's capable of a ton of damage at early level, and it only gets better later in the game. Now I thought I'd leave this clip in because hey, I can't be that great all the time, and I was just super careless with her, and this is also a really good learning kind of experience for you, so you don't have to go through it. But if you hit an enemy hero with your hive ability and they stay under tower, that tower is going to target you almost instantly. So I tried to get this kill, but my hive was hitting me, or my hive was hitting that Iggy, and the tower ended up hitting me straight away. I would have got that kill if I didn't take those first couple of hits before I went in on him. But, hey, it's all good. We're going to get back in the lane and really just dominate this game. Now, Iggy is getting a massive rework, and so this might change, but his turrets, if you're able to take them out, they actually give you CXP for them. So it is just a great idea to take those turrets out. Not only will they keep them from killing your minions, but they will also give you CXP for it. Now, if you see here, this Yin tried to challenge me. I was going in on that Iggy. I'm able to kill her and get Iggy down to half health. And then this allows me to rotate over and really clean this up over on this side as well. Now, I missed that hive right there, and I probably would have been able to get that kill if I wouldn't have missed that hive, but unfortunately Zinx ends up getting away. Now, my mid lane is pushed into their tower, so I'm going to go ahead and rotate. This is a perfect time to rotate, and I pick up the purple buff, so now they not only don't know I'm coming, but I don't have to worry about my lane for a little bit. I'm able to go in on this Yin. Now, my mark does go through her ultimate, which is great. I don't have to worry about, her throwing it back at me or anything like that, and I'm still able to hit her even though she stays in her ultimate. Now, I get that kill, wrap that up, rotate back to mid, and I'm able to clean this up. We do have our support and our ADC in mid lane, so we're going to try to push this tower a little bit and see if we can make some progress here. Now, Iggy's really good at delaying because the minions go after his turrets if they're not in tower, and so he kind of threw those down, but we're still able to get CXP off those turrets. So he's kind of just delaying it, letting his wave come in, but at the same time, we're still getting fed, and he's wasting his mana. Now, I have skipped ahead a little bit. I've got a handful of kills since that last clip, but, it's kind of been all the same. I'm really a great solo killing machine, and FaZe and Yin end up ulting, but I'm kind of fed at this point, so I'm really able to dish out a ton of damage. I'm able to take out that Yin, and I've got their FaZe fairly low on health. I go ahead and use my circle ability, try to get a little health, and kind of just back up a little bit. I have their Iggy marked right now, but hey, it's time to leave. I'm low, you know, we're kind of going in just in and out. We're not making a whole lot of progress, but their Zinx has came in and there's a ton of turrets down. I'm gonna go ahead and get out, go through this fog wall, and just head back. It ended up being a yin for yin trade, but you know, hey, we were able to really put a lot of pressure, and it took a lot of effort for them right there. Now at this point in the match, I'm 9-2-4. I've got a farm of 65, but I'm pretty well fed. I've got 30 points on me, and their Iggy heads over to pick up this river buff. I'm able to throw my hive on it and end up securing it. Now when I went blind, I used my circle ability. My circle ability does damage whenever I run through people. So I just kind of ran around and hit both FaZe and Iggy, and I was able to secure that Iggy kill with that circle ability. And not only that, I end up getting black buff, end up actually getting that double kill. I wish I didn't realize Chimera was right beside me, and me and him were in comms, but we weren't really communicating very well together. And we actually come over here to get a gank, but someone disappeared. I'm not exactly sure where they went. So I'm gonna go ahead, head back to my lane, and kind of just keep it pushing. Maybe even try to get a gank on somebody. So I'm gonna head into this mid lane. I see their Zinx, and I want to get my hive on her to start really whittling down on that mana, everything like that. Chimera ends up jumping in there, and we just absolutely demolish her. And, you know, she's a pretty decent tanky hero, but she doesn't offer just a whole lot in other than being a tank. So we're not too terribly scared of her damage at this point, and especially since I am fed to the point that I am, I'm really kind of just running away. I've really snowballed in this match, and that's really the strength of Morigesh. With her ability to get kills as easily as she can in that early game, if you don't watch out, she will get fed. Now, this Yin used her ult, and I'm not going to waste my time with her. I'm just going to go ahead and ult her, get her down. I didn't want to risk her getting away or getting the kill on Wukong. It's just better, hey, let's be done with her. Now FaZe comes in, and sure enough, Chimera comes in right behind her, and we're able to secure that kill. And like I said, we really kind of snowball in this game, and we're making pretty good progress on lanes. Our Wukong hasn't been pushing lanes like I would like. I'm not exactly sure if he's jungling or what, but we've lost a lot in this safe lane. I've actually had to rotate over quite a few times to hold this lane, but we're able to make a little bit of progress right here, and I actually get my third death coming up, which I probably should have got out, but, you know, hey, I'm kind of getting a big head at this point. Now, the key point to note with a hero like Morigesh is her farm really comes from getting kills. You know, of course, she needs to get as many last hits as she can, but her farm really comes from kills since she doesn't have that wave clear of other heroes. So in that mid to late game, instead of, you know, really just slow farming a lane or farming a lane constantly, you're better off doing a lot of rotations, securing kills and things like that. And you should never feel bad about stealing a kill. You know, Morigesh is probably one of the easier heroes to secure kills out from under somebody, but do not feel like you're, you know, at fault for doing something like that. That is exactly what your job is. You're supposed to be getting kills. You know, other heroes like Wukong or Yin or, you know, even Chimera, they can go into the jungle, they can, you know, farm minions, things like that. Morigesh really can't. You know, her hive is really the only AoE ability she can use on minions, and it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, as well as you're going to whittle all the minions down a little bit, so they might all die to other minions before you can get those last hits. So don't feel bad about securing kills. That is your job. You are the mid lane assassin and your job is to kill people. Now I'm in the last few minutes of this match. They end up surrendering. This phase kind of goes in on me. I'm not exactly sure why. Now she ults to get away and I throw that bomb or my hive at her, but I actually hit that wall. So she ends up getting away, but we're actually able to turn around and end up getting this Fang and go ahead and secure that kill on him. Now Iggy comes over and throws a turn at us, but he's out of mana. That was just a really bad call on his part. I'm able to hit him with a mark. I go ahead and poison him. Now I'm going to head back and use my ult. I did not want to ult where I was because Zinc showed up and her kitty claws would have absolutely destroyed me. And if you see those couple of hits she did get on me actually take me down quite a bit in damage. So it's best just to run away. He wouldn't have made it back to the core by the time I got back. Now Yin is going in on our off lane or our safe lane. And I need to head back. You know, we just downed an inhib. There's no reason to lose the game at this point. I throw a point on and then just haul butt over there. Try to get over there to save this inhib. Luckily, I was able to. Now, I kind of leave the minions alone. Faye's there. She'll be able to take care of the minions. And I want to secure these kills. Now, I just absolutely destroy this phase. And she pulled Yin right back to me. That was a really bad call on her part. I'm able to secure this Yin as well, and they end up surrendering here. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I just hit 50 subs, and I can't tell y'all how awesome that makes me feel. I'm able to convince my wife I should keep making videos. But thanks for watching. If y'all enjoyed this video, show me some love. Leave me a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if you want to see anything, and think about subscribing. Well, as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.